In this video, I'm going to show you how to sell presets on Gumroad. Now, before we get started, I'm just going to brief you on what exact topics we'll be covering in this demonstration. So first off, I'm going to show you how you can create your own preset using Medibang Paint Pro. Now for this demonstration, we're going to be using Medibang since I don't have my own copy of Photoshop, and Medibang should serve as a nice free alternative for those who don't have the luxury of buying their own Photoshop. Now, once we have that Medibang preset, I'm going to show you how you can list it as a sellable product on Gumroad. So let's begin. The first thing you're going to want to do is to log into your Gumroad account and then head to the home page. Now, once you're logged in, if you don't have a Medibang program yet, you can go ahead and download it via Google. You should be able to see it right away when you type it in on Google right here, and then just follow the download process and either log in or create your account. Now, once you have Medibang, we're just going to open the program real quick, and there we go. As you can see, this is what Medibang looks like, and it looks very similarly to Photoshop, and you can basically do almost the same things as you can on Photoshop. So here we're just going to try to create our own preset. So let's say the preset that I'm trying to make is a Facebook profile photo preset. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Just click on File right here and then click on New. Now we're going to stick with the 2000 by 2000 pixels for width and height. Once you're satisfied with the measurements, just click OK. And we should have a nice canvas with that dimension. So we can get started on our preset. So here, we're just going to go ahead and add a new element. So for this preset, I'm thinking maybe a frame. We're going to add a frame to this preset. So to do that, just click on File and then open the image as a layer. And I'm going to upload the file from my computer. So I have here a nice ornamental frame that I'm just going to resize so that it'll fit nicely on our preset. So to do that, we're just going to click on Select and then click on Transform. This will allow us to resize that element and just make sure that it fits nicely on our preset. Just like this. Maybe move it down a bit more. All right, I think that should be good enough. Now, once you're done resizing, just click on OK, and it should look nicely on our preset. So as you can see, the element we've added gave us a new layer, which is layer 2. So we're just going to rename this layer by double clicking it. And then I'm going to put in flower frame. This is so that it'll be less confusing once you add more layers. Now we're going to go back to our first layer. For our first layer, I'm thinking of adding a white color border. So we're just going to go ahead and look for the bucket tool right here, and then make sure your preferred color is selected. Then I'm just going to fill in the background just like that. And as you can see, a while ago it had this this one right here. It had a PNG like background, but once we filled it up, it changed into white. So since we're trying to do a color border, I'm going to go ahead with the select tool right here. And then I'm going to remove the middle part, since that's where the profile image is going to go later. So we're just gonna cut out this part right here and make sure it aligns perfectly with our frame, just like so. And then once we've selected this part, we're just gonna go ahead and press Control X. And as you can see, it removed the middle part, and this should allow us to have a nice empty middle section for our raw file later on. Now we're gonna go to select and then click on deselect. So we're just gonna rename the first layer into white color border. Now for the next step, I'm just gonna add another element. So go back to file and then click on open the image as a layer. Now I'm gonna add an element right at the bottom of the frame just for added effects. Go back to select and then click on transform to resize that element. Then reposition it accordingly, just like that. Now I'm gonna add my last element. So layer 3, I'm gonna rename that to bottom element. And then go back to file, click on open the image as a layer. And then I'm gonna add my final element for this preset. So we have another element right here, which I can put right on top of the frame. So go back to select and then click on transform, resize the element, and then just position it accordingly. Then click OK. And our preset should be good to go. I'm just going to rename this layer into upper element, or maybe top element, since the other element we had was bottom element. All right, that should be good to go. Now, once we're all set with our preset, we're just going to go ahead and click on File, and then click Save As. Now we're going to save this file as an MDP file, which is Medibang Paint Pro. So once the customer gets this file, they can open it via the Medibang program, and they should be able to edit the preset accordingly. So we're going to name this Medibang preset. Click Save, and now our Medibang preset file is ready. But before we upload this, I'm just going to show you how it works once the customer edits it with their profile photo. So once they have this file and then they've opened it in their Medibang program, they're just going to upload their profile photo here by clicking on File and then open the image as a layer. Then select their profile photo. And as you can see, as is, it goes above some layers right here. So just to ensure that the layers will work perfectly, they're just going to have to drag that layer or the layer of their profile photo all the way down. Now, if we check this, we can see that it gets cut off on the other layers, which is what we need. Now, they're just going to have to resize their profile photo by clicking on Select and then Transform. And then just resize their profile photo just like this. Should be a nice fit for their profile photo. Then click OK. Now this file right here can serve as our thumbnail for the product listing later. If they have a profile photo with the dimensions 2000 by 2000, then this should be easier because once they upload their file onto Medibang into this preset, then it'll be easier to fit into the preset, and all they have to do is just move their profile photo around. They don't have to resize it that much. So we're just going to save this file as a PNG, and then we're going to name it Medibang profile photo. Click OK. Click transparent PNG. Then we're ready to go. Now we're just going to head back to our Gumroad account right here. And we're going to start listing our product for the Medibang preset. So to do that, just click on products on the left side of the screen. Then click on new product. Now for the name, we're going to name it Medibang preset. And then make sure digital product is selected. Now for the price, let's say this one costs around $15. So we're going to go ahead and click on next to customize further our details. So for description, we have a Medibang Facebook profile photo preset. Profile photo preset. And then I'm just going to change the URL to Medibang preset. If you have a custom domain, you can add it right here. And if you have a preferred cover photo, you can also add it over here. Now, for this example, we're not going to be doing that anymore, but it is recommended that you have a cover photo so that the listing will look more presentable. But since we do have a thumbnail, we're going to go ahead and upload the photo we had a while ago. And this should show you how, or show the customers how the preset would look like once they upload their photo into the preset. Now for product info, I'm just going to change the call to action to buy this. And for summary, we have here a downloadable Medibang preset file that you can freely edit via Medibang Paint Pro. Now, if you want to add more details, you can do so over here. Just click on Add Details and then include an attribute or value. We're not going to be needing it for this example. If you wish to integrate a Circle community or a Discord server, you can do so over here. Now, just make sure the pricing is correct. And if you want to allow customers to pay what they want, you can just toggle this on. Or if there are versions to your product, you can add a version right here. Now we have some other settings right at the bottom, which we won't be really needing for this product, but I do want to publicly show the number of sales on our product page. So once we're satisfied with the product listings details, we're just going to go ahead and click on Save and Continue to proceed to the content, where we'll be uploading the Medibang file that we had a while ago, which is in the MDP file extension. So we're just going to look for that by clicking on Insert File and then Computer Files. Then, of course, upload the Medibang preset. So right now it's uploading. And once that's done, we can go ahead and click on Publish and Continue. And right now, the product listing has been published. We can categorize it over here if you'd like. We can also add some tags, so maybe presets or templates, something like that. But basically, this one's good to go, and we can go ahead and check the preview of how it looks on our web page. So we have the Medibang preset right here, a downloadable Medibang preset file that you can freely edit via Medibang Paint Pro, and it'll show them the file size. Then once the customer clicks on Buy This, they'll be greeted with this page right here where they can start to pay for the product. And once they pay for the product, then they can download the Medibang preset file. And that's about it. That's how we sell presets on Gumroad. If you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments below, and I'll do my best to help you out.